when you step into the room and everybody's like, I can perceive. That's not going to happen here, my sister. When they smell you up close and they're like, oh my god, you smell so good, so yummy, so scrumptious. To overspray that thing like, oh, I know you were here because I can perceive you. What do you mean by that? Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about steps and tips on how to ensure that your fragrance lasts all day long, especially when you have an occasion. You have a date, you have church, you have brunch, you have whatever it is that you're going for, and you want to make sure that your scent lasts all day long. You have a scent trail that just walks around you and wraps around you like a bubble, a beautiful bubble when you hug people, or projects very well when you step into the room and everybody's like, I can perceive something. You know, the most beautiful compliment I think anyone can get is when someone says, oh, I know you were here because I can perceive you. What do you mean by that? Or when they smell you up close and they're like, oh my god, you smell so good, so yummy, so scrumptious. You smell amazing. There's nothing that beats that compliment in my books. Let's go straight into the video. First off, we're going to start off with the shower. I'm going to assume that you're going to use a scented, depending on how your skin reacts to scented soaps. A scented soap preferably. I love the one by Dove or St. Ives or any other wonderful one that you use. These two, however, I have used personally and I have enjoyed how they felt on my skin, how much they wash my skin, that's they make my skin feel clean. At the same time, they give me this lovely scent that it's just all over my body, if that makes sense. So we're going in with body spray. As soon as I come out of the bathroom, especially when I know that I want to smell really good that day, I am overloading my entire body that is still slightly wet with body spray. I'm aggressively spraying all around me. Then I go in with my body oil. Like I said, I majorly do these steps when I'm going for an occasion. It's not an everyday, maybe I'm going to the work or office. I don't have time for that, please, I'm rushing. But on this day, I take a body oil. I have this one is by Vaseline, this one is a baby oil. Hopefully you're seeing that, and I apply it all over my body, especially when I'm putting on something that is exposing my collarbones. Like, is it half shoulder, off shoulder, they call it off shoulder, or something that shows my leg. Example, it has a slit. Of course, I'm going to rub my body oil. Like, I'm going to go in with my body lotion, but I'm definitely going to go in with my body oil. And while I'm doing that, I ensure that I add a perfume oil into the mixture. Perfume oil are more concentrated versions of perfumes. They are more long lasting, and I don't usually advise that you apply this on your clothes because they can stain you. However, you can apply it on your body, and you can apply it on your pulse areas or pulse points. And then applying these oils on your pulse points, ensure that they are projected beautifully at the back of your neck, just behind your ear, at your wrist area. I also apply at this point in my arms, also apply behind my leg, and also at your ankle. I know it's funny, but it actually makes you smell all around. Like, it gives you this bubble because you're trying to create like a scent bubble around you. After your body spray and your body oil and your perfume oil, then we're going to be applying the most wonderful thing, of course, your perfume. Now, it's very important that when you're applying your perfume, you check the concentration of your perfume. There's Eau de Toilette, which I think, in my opinion, doesn't last as long, so I never typically reach for that, but I always go for Eau de Perfume, that's EDP, or Eau de Perfume Extract. That is the even stronger version. Apparently they have a higher oil concentration, and because of that, it will make your perfume last longer. You're not going to get your desired perfume projection or longevity, if that's pronounced correctly. You're not going to get your desired projection or longevity if you spray 1 or 2 puffs. That's not going to happen here, my sister or my brother, whoever is watching this. It is not going to happen by spraying 1 or 2 sprays. You're going to need to overspray that thing, like Fumi Monet would say, put that thing on.
My perfume the other day, I got my hair, this is how I do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You need to spray. If it is a floral or fruity scent, I go nothing less than 5 spray, and 5 spray is just, I don't know, to me it's the list. 10 spray is what you need all over your clothes. You need to soak soak in your perfume. You need to choke. If you're not choking, you're not doing something right. I understand if it is an oud perfume or it's an extremely strong scented perfume that one or two sprays can do the trick. There are perfumes like that. But for majority of the perfumes that I have encountered, especially if you're the kind of person that uses more price friendly or affordable options, you're going to need to load that perfume on your clothes. Another wonderful thing that I feel like no one told me was maceration. Maceration, example, you have a wedding. I'm Nigerian, so we take weddings very, very seriously, right? I have a wedding I'm going for. I'm going to, a day or two before the wedding, I would have ironed out my clothes. I would take the perfume, turn my clothes inside out, right? And then load my clothes up with as much perfume as I want, like load it up and then put it into a nylon bag. That's, arrange it properly into a nylon bag. The day of the occasion, when I bring out that clothes, it would have soaked up with as much beauty and juice of the perfume. The way that clothes would scent, even when you come back from the occasion, you'll be so impressed with the longevity of your perfume. And then last tip I think in my box would be keep a sample of the perfume in your bag to reapply, because there's nothing wrong with reapplying your perfumes. As much as that can be an inconvenience, I usually advise that you go with like a atomizer or a miniature perfume, something like this. This is Rave Now by Latafa. This is their miniature size in 50 ml. You could, if you have an atomizer, you could just take some samples of your perfume, throw it into your handbag. When you get to the occasion, you're enjoying yourself, you're having a wonderful time, 2 3 4 hours pass by and you're still in the place, you can go into the restroom, respray your perfume and come out and you are smelling tantalizing or scenting tantalizing, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed my tips and tricks, please let me know. Please like, please comment, please tell me that you're going to apply these and tell me what you get back as feedback. If you want me to do more of these videos, please let me know. Like I said, have a wonderful day, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. I wanted to come and clarify, having perfumes is not going to stop or cover up when you have something nasty going on in your armpits. Please use an antiperspirant or a deodorant. It is necessary, especially if you live in this side of the world. We have a hot climate. It is too hot to use your aluminium free antiperspirants. If they work for you, however, like you've asked a couple of your trusted friends that, hey, do I smell? Do I have any body odor? And they say, yeah, no, we don't perceive anything like that. Good for you. But for the rest of you, or rest of us, including myself, who certain anti deodorants don't work for them, please find the one that can work for you, except you have a actual skin condition where you have to see your dermatologist. Maybe you have, like, I know there are people that have certain conditions where they have to sweat excessively. um I think it's hydrosis or something like that. And so, or you have like a condition that causes you to actually have actual body odor. Please try and use an anti deodorant. There's no need buying perfumes if you're not going to try and use an antiperspirant. Next off, I also made a mistake when I was trying to explain marination and maceration. Maceration is the act of spraying your perfume, like when you initially buy a perfume and spraying it so that the alcohol in it can, I don't know how to explain it, but just think of it like can cook. I don't know if that's a word, but I'll try and explain it further by putting a text on the screen. Spraying it out, you oxidize the perfume, and so you make it smell or last much longer. So the older your bottle, your perfume bottle, you'd notice that the darker the juice and the more long lasting, the more you like it. That's why you hear perfume reviewers say, oh, I'm going to let this one sit for a while and then I'll come back and see if I like it. However, marination is the way you think of it, like chicken. You take chicken, you put spice, you wrap it up, and then you put it inside the fridge just so that the juice can penetrate every single part of that tender meat. So by the time you want to boil it or fry it or do whatever with it the next day, it is tasting extremely yummy. Like the flavor has is just wonderful. The juice is inside the meat already. That's exactly what you're doing to your clothes. So yeah, I had to clarify that. Yeah, guys. Okay, bye. Bye.